What's up, guys? We're back in here with some more Faction War content. Today, we actually get a special showcase of Marius, or a somewhat showcase of Marius. So, Skinwalkers plus Orcs, which Skinwalkers should be pretty easy. Orcs, on the other hand, probably not so much. So, we have Clear Sage in 100 turns. We have some really powerful champions over here in Skinwalkers. My Uko should be built already. Let's see. He's good. Chicken's not built. I've been swapping some gear around from him to some different champs. Nishak is built. So really just Uko, Nishak, and then Marius. Sun Wukong should be close to being built. Once again, I've been moving some gear around a few champions. Sun Wukong was in a 9-piece Merciless build, which I was moving some stuff over to Marius to test out some things. So just in that movement back and forth, it's just what caused him to not be built now. Let's go ahead and throw some stuff back on him. Which one's better? This one's better. And let's throw a helmet on him with a little bit of crit rate. Go crit rate plus some speed, medium, high. Only need 10% extra crit rate here. It shouldn't be too bad to come by. Let's say this is 16. This is actually a really good piece of gear. 6-star crit rate, yeah. Nice. I like it. Too much crit rate, though. More than what I need. Let's see if we can get something with maybe some speed and attack percentage would be pretty sweet. Get 16 percentage there. I don't really need that much, but this is a pretty decent helmet for him. I want him to hit hard and do well, so we'll leave that as it is. And then from here, I'm probably just going to throw in this +3 Ragash. Just kind of fill in the spots because you have to have the 5 champions to clear this bonus. So where's the Ragash? There we go. Just want some champions built. The few champions I have should build clear this no problem. For most players who have Marius, this should be easy. And honestly, Nishak alone is going to do some really good stuff. I can guarantee that. Like, if they even get a turn to do anything, I want to see what this bomb damage does to them. Boom, 41,000, 41,000. Yeah, it's GG's. Too much damage. So, don't really need to do anything crazy there. We'll just go ahead and use Sun Wukong to blast everything. Boom. And then this, once again, going to be hopefully pretty easy. We have the poison one, moves all buffs. Hopefully not too bad. I guess we'll find out in just a moment. But with Marius here, it really shouldn't be too bad. 10% max HPs. Sun Wukong AoE. Get some stuns on the little allies over there. We got Nishak's poisons going up, which he has Arachnid Elixir. I'm not for sure how much it's going to do here. Maybe a lot, maybe not. I have no clue, actually. I don't really know what to expect from it. Because poisons are capped. I'm not for sure if Arachnid Elixir overrides that or not. Let's see. Maybe it takes a turn in just a moment. So the poison's hit for 9,700. You guys let me know if your poisons are hitting for that much. I got a feeling it is not overriding the poison caps. I feel like they're not really doing anything. The Arachnid Elixir, that is. But you guys let me know. Is yours also hitting for that amount? So next, place 15 plus stun debuffs. All right, the chicken does not have stun, right? No. It has provoke. No stun, decreased defense. So who is our stun champion? Debuffs, stun. We have Ragash. Yeah, it's an easy option, right? It's the option. Now, Marius does it as well, kind of. It's not going to be as good as Ragash is, of course, right? So we're just going to do some A1s there. Don't want to kill everybody. Marius stuns 1. But he's going to hit kind of hard. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about there. So we don't really need Sun Wukong here. Really just need a champion who can survive, kind of. Samson can do decent. He has a stun, but I think it's single target. Yeah, it's a single target stun. So I don't really want to use him necessarily. A Kimpdom. Let's just use like a Steel Skull, Gnarlhorn, something like that. Let's use Gnarlhorn. He has provoke, so we're not gonna die. He's not gonna do much damage either. Do that. Let's do A1 for Marius. May have to get him out of the team, honestly. Got 3 stuns out there. Not too bad. Not too bad. 3 stuns. We need a ton more placed, unfortunately. We'll do this buff. Stun 1 more. Get in through the waves pretty quickly. As unfortunate as that is. Skinwalkers, I feel like, especially with Marius here, is going to be relatively easy for a lot of players, hopefully. The most annoying part is going to be actually getting these stuns through, though. Thankfully, there's no Jingwan or anything like that, which makes all this so much more annoying. It's really just going to come down to not killing the waves on the way there. This Ragash may have to get some damage reduced, actually. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Marius may have to get out of here as well. I have to drop both these champs. Marius got to get out of here. We have to throw in this other Ragash. I mean, so we need some more Savage. 2 more pieces. Both these need to be Savage pieces. I can put a defense percentage chestplate on him. It's just make him hit really hard, though, which is not good for this, to be honest. I mean, this is a great piece of gear, but it's not really what I need. This is a good build. It's just he's gonna be hitting it very hard. So let's go. We'll throw him in here for now. See what can be done, and then Steel Skull, I guess. I don't know. Something. Maybe two stun options, but the decreased defense from the Ragash is gonna get close. No, I shouldn't. Sorry, the increased defense is what I meant. Yeah, just one-shots everything. So let me go in here real quickly and remove this pair of gloves. I'll try to remember to put it back on, though. Let's remove it from both of them. I should have saved the presets there, though. It's okay. Not a huge deal. All right, so A1. A1. Stun everything, which is good. Fantastic. If they can all wake up and get some more stuns, that'll be great. If I could keep Duchess alive, that would also be good. Okay, so we got, what, 7? Okay, that's really not too bad. We'll do some A1s on this dude because we won't actually kill him. Okay, well. Okay, we didn't kill her. That's good. We did kill her that time, so we're at 7 right now. So we just gotta get cycled back around and we'll be fine. I don't want to do the increased defense. Keep the damage as low as I can. Stun on everything. So we're getting pretty close to this. We'll do the block buff stuff because the Sepulchre Sentinel can place some annoying things. And then, okay, good. We killed everything. Well, we're close. We killed everything, though. Let's do this. Get him cycled back around to that stun so that we can just do it on this next wave and be fine. All right. What am I doing? Provoke everything, because why not? Stun everything. We're good to go. And then A2 again. All right, so not a hard stage. If you had only one Ragash, it's just going to be more cycling. Uko, block buffs. Sun Wukong, block buffs. We have some provoke options in Gnarlhorn. So there's a lot of really powerful champions here. Obviously, Marius is huge if you need extra damage. So if you're an in-game player, this should be a fairly easy area for you, assuming you have Marius, done your Marius missions and everything, which mine just recently finished up, so that's awesome. Very happy to have him, which I haven't showcased his build or anything yet because I'm not really 100% sold or satisfied with it yet. Let's go throw some gear back on these 2 champs, though, while I'm doing this. Faction Wars, collect that, good. Actually, we'll finish this and do that, then do that. Okay, provokes, placing those, super easy. The chicken can also place them, but to be honest, the Gnarlhorn can do it fine by himself, to be fair. As far as other provoke champions, we have a few, but really Gnarlhorn's just the way to go. Like, the chicken can do it. He's not built very fast, though, and he's going to hit kind of hard. So what we'll do here is we'll just throw in, let's just do this, I guess. Just so we can keep the provokes up. We just want to cycle through his stuff. That's really all I want to do here. Ah, yes, Jingwan, the amazing Jingwan. Champion I love so much. Can't stand that dude. All right, so if I do this, not really going to do much at the moment. So there's no reason to strip him just yet. Jingwan's a lot less of a issue when you have very tanky champions to run alongside him, and you have some revivers on the team. Not really much of a problem. And to be fair, I can just wait for it to cycle around, get Gnarlhorn to do his provoke again. We're going to be okay. So we drop that. We have him do this. Okay, we can res. I don't really care about the res there. Not doing much. Don't kill everybody. See, even with a Marius not built very well, he's still... What the heck? You kidding me? All right, well, the resistance was boosted too much. Marius may have to get taken out of here as well, honestly. He's hitting harder than what I expected. He's not even built... He's built okay, but not that well, I didn't think. Obviously well enough to land his stuff, though. So we're at 4. Could be a bit frustrating to finish this up. We'll see, though. So I guess we could do the stuns still, like place a stun and then strip them, possibly. I'm not for sure what order those two go together. So we can just A1, enfeeble on everything, provoke on everything. Okay, we can't really do it that order, unfortunately. Just do the A1. All right. So obviously increase accuracy or increase stuff on everybody. Increase resistance. I just don't want to kill them. Okay, that strengthen was really, really helpful for me, actually. So we'll strip all that stuff. Not quite, actually. We could get accuracy boosted from Marius. I just don't want to have a harder A1 going out, basically. Good. It's not going to happen. Nah, resisted on everybody. Dang. All right, so maybe I need more accuracy on him. Like I said, I can boost it with Marius. I just don't really want to do that yet because of the fact that it's just going to help me kill everybody. I really need to sit on these waves to actually, keep them alive, to place the provokes and such. All right, well, I also have Loriaka, who could do the increased accuracy as well. Here she is. So she has AoE, decreased resistance, decreased accuracy. So she could be very good. Now, I use her in Clan Siege typically, so she has no build right here. But let's see if I have what pieces I have that are really fast. The gear that I use for her is typically a just the fastest banner I have. A pinpoint ring. So this is always on her. And then this stuff, I guess, is just going to be speed stuff for now. I don't really want to go too crazy fast, but I guess it's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. Let's put something on that I'm not going to use on another champion just yet. Some doubles, that's fine. There we go. And then, yeah, flat HP chest plate. So this is not my best speed gear, of course, but it's something that's going to be able to be usable for now. We'll use her for the increased accuracy, and we'll be able to place this provoke a little bit easier. So we can go this. Doesn't really matter. Don't really need it just yet, but she'll cycle pretty quickly. Resisted? Really? You really resisted me? I didn't know that was a thing. Did they both resist? The heck? What is his accuracy at? 329? Got resisted still. It's kind of crazy. We have no accuracy auras. Not a huge deal, but he was like 4 plus after the accuracy aura, so I'm surprised that happened. There we go. Got it on everybody, which is perfect. No reason to strip it just yet. Okay. Got a little bit of debuffs coming through. Go boost accuracy again. Do that. Do that. And then we'll have Uko strip everything. So good. Now everything can get stripped, no problem. Let's have her reduce their resistance and decrease their accuracy. So now they're not placing anything on me. Loriaka may actually be really good for this wave for most players. Potentially. Dang. It's like I do these videos and allergies just act up instantly. All right. Hit the people with the stuns on them. Boost the accuracy again. Just slow and steady. As many provokes as we can get on this first wave, the better it's going to be, right? Like if I get all 15 done, perfect. It's much easier to front load this stuff than wait till way late and then just not have the stuff to get it done. I can start killing some people now. That will be fine for the next wave. Specifically this Elva. All right, let's give this Gnarlhorn a little bit of a boost. All right, we can provoke the 2. Yeah, that works. All right, I think we're in a good spot now. We can just start killing some people. So do they increase defense? Let it go on auto for a minute. Honestly, at this point, we can probably just let it go on auto and be fine. Finish out the rest of the waves. We're at 12, yeah. This is auto-friendly from this point on. But the thing is, like, when you slow it down like this, it does make the waves slower, of course. Like, I don't have as much damage dealers, but I can finish the condition pretty easily. Which is the most important part, of course. Finishing that condition. Let's make sure Ragash is just using either his A1 or his A2, not using the A3. The A3 is not doing any damage for me. We'll also try to reset some of these cooldowns a little bit, going to that next wave. Oh, that was close. Wow. The heck. Provoke set on Uko, also a viable option for sure. But it's unkillable on him. It's not going to do anything against the Gimbo if he hits me, though. There we go. Very nice stuff. So, boost accuracy. Heal him up. Provoke on everybody. I was hoping I'd have something ready. Did not. I would like for my Uko to be faster than Ragash, honestly. Faster than the Ragash. All right, we're just going to slowly but surely work through this wave at this point. Target the Elva, I guess, just so they don't keep resin. At this point, some Wukong or something would have been pretty nice probably, but it's one of those things that you got to balance it out, how fast you clear the waves. Because if you go too quick, then you just don't do the conditions at all, basically. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Provoke her just so she doesn't res anybody. Yeah. Continuous heal is fine, but I don't want no res going off. Not right now. Not after all that hard work getting to this point. Dang. All those weak hits. Weak hits significantly less than a regular hit. Provoking everybody, of course, it just gets stripped. Go ahead and do that. Don't get to place a decreased defense, unfortunately, but not hopefully a massive issue. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm going to kill this Dithy. Dithy is a Very dangerous champion. With all those extra turn procs, he can be very, very dangerous. She's already res, so I don't really have to kill her in a hurry, honestly. But here, I need to make sure Steel Skull stays alive. But if he doesn't, not a huge deal either. Because we got Uko, the Reviver. There we go. Easy enough. Right? So we're done. 3 stars, everything. We should be able to craft 2 epic materials, or maybe just 1. I forget if I crafted 1 yesterday or not. Maybe we can do 2 today. Epic relics, that is. All right, cool. So we're finished up with that. Skinwalkers is done, 7 through 9. So now let's go over to Orcs. Now, Orcs is one that is a little bit challenging sometimes. Use at least 3 epics. Really not going to be that difficult for Orcs, I don't think. For the epics, we're going to have Artak. I think he's in a stun set right now. I moved him to sunset and just left him there. So we use these 2, and then really it's just going to be... Honestly, my Zargala got a big bump yesterday because I was working on clearing the Cursed City final few floors I needed to do. So she's in a really good spot now. Seer is potentially a liability because she will just remove all your buffs. So if you're working towards having buffs on your champions, yeah, don't have Seer there. But really, this is... If you have a good wave clear champion, this is going to be pretty easy for you. Of course, Garrel's really good, but even Zargala, like, she's built decent. If you have him going before her, placing the decreased defense first, it's going to be even better, right? Yeah, we're going to be fine. We'll just do this A1, boom, everything's dead. You have Garrel, super easy. If you have a decent damage dealing champion, it's going to be pretty easy as well. The 3 epics done. Garrel's a good champion. If you guys pulled her during the recent 2x Primals event, congrats. She's definitely not a a Nice or a Galathea or nothing like that, but she is good. I actually used her in an account not too long ago for some Fire Knight stuff. Defeat all enemies when they have no buffs on them. That's really shouldn't be a big issue either. The exact same champions. We'll just go A1 here. Don't do any turn meter boosting stuff because he can get the veil and things, and we don't want any buffs on him, basically. Okay, so clearly we need her to be a little bit faster. Do you have any speed auras here that could actually work? Dungeons, no. But does he steal turn meter? Who could steal turn meter here? Okay, Warlord can. Not steal it, but reduce it. So now we have an option to just... Still don't have to worry about blinds here. Other option would be just make our Garrel faster. Well, this is obviously pretty easy. Smack the Gaius. His bombs were pretty scary last time. Just kill everybody. Fantastic. HP burn. Sure, we'll do some buffs. I'd really like for her to join in some attacks, though, honestly. Boom, there we go. There's an attack joined in. A little bit late, but I guess better late than never. Let's try to get her to join in an attack. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. That's what I was worried about. We don't have no buff strippers. That's an issue. So it's really just going to be get through fast, get it done. We have to reduce the turn meter of the blinds here. This is going to boost the speed. Maybe I can do that in the last wave. So I can make sure I get a turn there. Obviously, they can't do anything. Whoa, what the heck? Whoa, 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 whoa. Got zapped by Mausoleum Mage and then one shot from a Gaius bomb, I guess. That Gaius' bombs hits actually pretty hard. I guess it's because being level 300, you have pretty good attack. So, surprise, surprise. Okay, so we do this. Warlord's not quite ready to do his Um, decrease cooldown stuff. I'd love to get rid of her. Ah, they got that thing again. Dang it. Which actually, now that I think about this, we can just go. Let's get rid of Tagore and go Seer. Because maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how she works. Because this may actually just kill him. Yeah, I mean, that kills him. So now we don't even have to use the other stuff for the next wave. Because she'll strip the buffs and kill him, right? If they were to place anything. And I can save my Warlord stuff for the last wave. Just reduce their stuff. They can't do anything. We're good to go, basically. Theodore's the only person I think going to do any buffs here. I always forget on this wave who does the buffs. He does not do any buffs. However, he does get very close to killing my Zargala. Uncomfortably close, actually. But yeah, Seer's a great one for this. Of course she is. No buffs. And of course, once I do this, the Geralt joins in the attack because she doesn't want to be outshined. She wants to make sure she's in the limelight. Joins in every single attack, basically, and then finishes it off. All right. Interesting turns there. Manipulate buff or debuff duration 30 plus times. She has a buff extension, right? Yeah. How is she built, though? Not great. Both of them can. Trying to think who else does a buff or debuff duration boost. Seer just removes it, so it doesn't really count. This one's built actually okay as far as the speed goes. Defense, divine speed. Do I have another divine speed piece that is okay, possibly? Well, not great, but just decent. Okay, that meets that criteria. And then just something I'm not going to be using. A frenzy piece. Yeah, that's just something that's not going to be used. Gives me some crit rate. Maybe another roll into there. There we go, 2 rolls into it. A little bit more crit rate than I need, but it's not going to be used on anybody else. So we'll use this Sandlashed, which is the actually built one. Which I think is this one. Let's see. Yeah. This other one's way slow, right? 183. So, who else brings some buffs that I could use here? This team might maybe kind of work. We'll leave Geralt in that first form here. Buff or debuff should be like 1 there. 2, okay, pretty nice. 2 across the board. Okay, so we're at 8 out of 30 right now. We have no strip champs, which maybe it's okay. I don't really know. We're 8 out of 30. Who's texting me? What's going on? Okay, tomorrow I got an appointment. It's a good reminder. Let's see. Does this do anything? Still at 8 out of 30. So it's going to be a little bit slow probably, isn't it? Not having many big damage dealers. All these block buff champions. We don't have any great no strip champions in this team. Of course, we have Seer. We could use her. Don't really want to do that, though. This could be just kind of a slow one. Because you really need champions who are going to place a lot of buffs. Because you have the mastery that increases the duration. Has a chance of increasing the duration of those buffs. And that does work here. I don't think Tagore has masteries at all, actually. So let me see. Kreela is not looking built. She's not too far off, but she doesn't have the masteries to do that. Artak does. Jag does as well, but I don't think he doesn't even have any benefit from that. Robar does not. Warlord has that. I don't know why he has that. He could have it. Doesn't. For the increased duration of debuffs. She has a debuff duration boost once again. Can't even use that. What this guy? His debuff duration. Okay, so we'll bring in Duke. That's fine. Duck the Pierced, whatever his name is. Let's do that. Duck the Pierced. This will make it a little bit better, I guess. And Tagore. Wait. Was Tagore? Did he have masteries? I don't think he does. I guess I didn't look at his stuff yet either. Yeah. I don't really want to do his masteries yet. I've been doing a lot of masteries during CVC. I'm trying to get several of the champions who I haven't built in a while. My Iasu, my few mythicals that I have. Been trying to get their masteries done. So a lot of energy being spent over there right now. So we'll do this. Maybe get something extended. No, not really much at all, I don't think. 8 there. Okay, so the same thing as before, basically. Not even basically, exactly the same thing as before. Do that. It's just going to be a slow one to do, basically. It's really all it is. Because they have block buffs, so it just makes you basically rely on your champions placing buffs and extending those more than anything else. I can swap Garrel's form, but that comes with a big risk, you know? It comes with a very big risk. Let me know who you guys used on this stage. Seer could do good with the buff duration increase. There's a lot of champs who could do decent. Of course, Tagore with the actual correct setup could do good. Let's swap her form. She's not doing anything in that first form anyways. There we go. It's going to be putting a timer on my team, basically. But hopefully we can make it work and be okay. Does he do a decreased accuracy in that A1? I don't know. I thought he did something like that. This will work fine. Because it doesn't matter how many buffs you have. It just matters about it being used. Okay, so we're at 13. Not great. Could always throw in 2 Sky Touch, right? Garrel's having a hard time with this Michinaki. That is for sure. Provoke. Nothing boosted there. If Sandlash could do this again, that'd be awesome. Okay, well, never mind. Garrel, just jump in there and finish it off. That's A-okay, I guess. So we have nothing extended, unfortunately. That is not good at all. 17, okay. Looking okay. Granted, Garrel's going to really... Actually, no, we'll just switch her back. Switch her back to the first form. This does decrease attack, right? Yeah. So we have a chance of extending a bit more. 18. Cool. And then anyone else who does extensions, it's just going to be the buff extensions anyways. Give them a little bit of time, and then we switch Garrel back just to wipe everybody out. Good to go, right? Can't use that. Not just yet. Decrease accuracy. Is it always 3 turns? All right, so we're at 27. So at this point, we just get Garrel back to her other form and then get to the next wave and she'll be fine. She'll be perfectly fine. So not a very difficult stage. It's just one that you have to have some masteries done for your core group of champions, basically. You'll be fine. Don't have any heals going over her, unfortunately. All right, so we got a few extended there. We're good. All right, so buff up there. Activate some burns there. He may have just used the res, which is okay because she is unkillable, actually. So we're fine. We're good to go, basically. Of course, if you don't have Garrel, Seer would be a good option as well. Because she has some buffs to extend. She can just strip everything and melt them whenever she's done. She's going to be built well because you probably use her in a lot of content anyways. All right, let's see if we can get Geralt to do something here. Boom, big hit. Smashes the Michinaki this time. And then we just gotta wait for her to join in another attack or just do her A1 again. All right, pretty smooth, pretty easy. I like it. Oh, we're done, sweet. All right, so we're done with the Orcs. Orcs were pretty easy today. I like that a lot. The Skinwalkers was pretty easy. Got everything done in 30-something minutes. Not too bad whatsoever. Did I do my crafts yesterday? No, I did one craft yesterday. Let's do this. Let's pick up a mythical real quick. Just kidding. I wish. This is not good. Don't really want that one at all. So, still looking for a really top tier faction or top tier mythical. We got some good faction. We got the Arachnid Elixir and the Perch Shadow, both very, very good ones. Would love to eventually get the Death Dealer. It'd be pretty sweet for some event dungeon farming. Need to push up in Live Arena in the current season. I guess I'll do some videos on that soon, guys. But either way, thank you very much for watching. I'll click through some of these builds for the Faction War Champions if you guys wanted to see them. Geralt's right here. We have Artak. I didn't even notice his stuns being placed. But some relatively simple builds. I need to get some gear back on Warlord. I haven't used him in a while. Apparently need to redo some of these champions' masteries as well. Okay, we need to put some gear back on these. So this dude, I think, had the Divine Speed pieces. Divine Speed piece, I mean. Which one did he have? I have two. Pretty I think he had this one. No, why did he have that one? He shouldn't have had either one of those, honestly. This is 98%, but that's not 100% still. I don't like that. That's kind of awkward. What in the world? I don't like having anything under 100%. I'll go over 100% slightly, but I don't like going under it. Because at one time, there's going to be a time when you need the crit to land. All right, so he's good. And then this one had the crit damage Savage gloves. I think he had the rare ones, maybe. Nope, we need 19%. 20% is good. There we go. Perfect. But that's actually a pretty powerful glove. I'm not for sure if he's going to keep that very long. Either way, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Best of luck. Here's the Marius build in case anybody was curious. I'm just not super happy with it yet. I really want to get into a 4-star soul, and then maybe can be talking. Extra crit damage. We have extra defense. He has Cat's Gaze, but just really not where I want him to be yet. He has the dungeon boss damage boost. Not really sure why. I forgot what I was working on there. This is not a test server. No. Huh. Either way, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Best of luck, and I'll catch you all in the next one.